Morning, Hope members. Happy Friday. Today we're going to continue our book tonight on the Titanic. We are on chapter 5, William and Lucy. The boy wore a nightshirt. He had red hair and freckles. He looked about 4 years old. He rubbed his eyes sleepily. Then he saw Teddy. "Puppy," he said with a huge smile. He threw his arms around the little dog's neck. Teddy licked his face. "Come back to bed, William," a voice called from inside the room. "Come out," Annie shouted. "It's an emergency." A moment later, the door opened wider. A girl in a long nightgown peeked out. She had red hair and freckles. She was tall and thin. She looked to be about 13 or 14. "Hello," she said. She put her arms around the little boy. "I'm Lucy O'Malley. This is my brother William." "I'm Annie," said Annie. "This is my brother Jack. Get your parents and tell them to come with us." Lucy looked confused. "Our parents aren't here. They're in New York," she said. "We're on our way to them." "Listen, the Titanic has hit an iceberg," said Annie. "We'll take you to the lifeboat." "What do you mean?" said Lucy. "The ship is sinking," said Annie. "Look." She pointed to the water at the end of the hall. "Oh no," cried Lucy. "Don't be afraid," said Jack. "Just get your coats and your life belts. We don't have much time." Lucy nodded. Then she went back inside the room and came out with their things. Lucy pulled on her coat and her life belt. Annie helped William put his on. "Wait, can Teddy fit in your knapsack?" said Annie. "Try," said Jack. Annie slipped the little dog into the leather knapsack on Jack's back. Only Teddy's front paws and head stuck out. "Stay there, honey," said Annie. She kissed Teddy on the nose. Jack didn't feel any extra weight in his knapsack. The little dog felt as light as air. "Wait, I forgot something," said Lucy. "We don't have time," started Jack, but Lucy rushed back into the room. "Hurry," shouted Annie. When Lucy came out, Jack saw her slip something into her coat pocket and then grab William. Suddenly, he felt freezing water brush against his shoes. He looked down. The green sea water was slowly moving down the hall. "Arf, arf," barked Teddy from Jack's pack. "Run," cried Annie. Chapter 6. Women and children first. Annie led everyone down the hall to the stairs away from the cold seawater. As she and Lucy helped William up the stairs, Jack and Teddy followed. Halfway up the staircase, Teddy let out a yelp. Jack looked back. The water was creeping up the stairs, step by step. "Come on, Jack," Annie shouted. Jack ran up the rest of the stairs. He ran and Annie led William and Lucy through the smoky room. Then men were still playing cards. "To the lifeboats," Annie yelled at the card players. "Right now, hurry." The men smiled at her. "Little girl," one said with a laugh, "even if the ship does sink, it will take all night. There's plenty of time for everyone to board and rescue." "Indeed, many ships are on their way right now," another man said in a soothing voice. "There's nothing to worry about." "Not true," said Annie. Lucy turned to Jack. "This doesn't sound bad after all," she said. "It is bad, trust me," said Jack. "We have to keep going." They went outside. The crowd on the third-class deck has grown. Many wore life belts, but no one here seemed very worried. Jack and Annie pulled Lucy and William along. They hurried through the crowd and down the first-class hall. They came to the end and trooped up the grand stairs. On the top deck, the Titanic was bright as a Christmas tree. A band played live music. With a hiss and a rush of light, a rocket streaked into the sky. It made a loud boom, then burst into many colored balls. Shivering in the cold, William laughed and clapped. "Fireworks," he said. Lucy smiled at Jack and Annie. "This is a trick, isn't it?" she said. "You brought us up to a party." "No, it's no trick," said Jack. "Don't you remember the water downstairs?" Lucy's smile faded. "Women and children first," someone shouted. "That's you," said Annie. "Come on," she pulled Lucy and William towards her lifeboat. Okay, so there was chapter 5 and 6. So they're about to get in the lifeboat, but I don't know, are they going to be able to save everyone? We'll have to wait and see next week. So have a good weekend, Hope members, and I will see you next Friday.